Every year, the best teams rise, dominating their regions, and look unstoppable. But when it matters most, something always goes wrong.
To see them come back stronger next year. Thank you very much.
The Golden Road is an ultimate achievement no teams had ever achieved. Golden Road is a term used to describe the feat of winning all the major events in MLBB esports calendar within the same year. One team made that impossible path look real. ONIC Esports. ONIC Esports entered MPLID Season 11 with something to prove. After their disappointing run at M4, the team returned home determined to come back stronger. From the start, ONIC looked unstoppable, dropping only one game in the regular season and quickly establishing themselves as the top team in Indonesia, sweeping every teams without dropping a single game, and securing their back-to-back championship, earning a ticket to MSC. ONIC continued their dominance on MSC, defeating top teams like Echo and Blacklist International to claim the title. In MPLID Season 12, ONIC stayed consistent once again, remaining one of the strongest teams in the league. They secured a three-peat in MPL Indonesia and qualifying for M5, continuing their Golden Road run.
This might be it. The Kings have descended from the skies back to earth. Feel the grace of their presence. Three-peat, the first time in history.
ONIC Esports entered M5 as one of the top favorites. They performed strongly throughout the tournament, reaching into the playoffs, competing against top international teams. ONIC eventually made it all the way to the grand finals, just one series away from completing the Golden Road.
An implosion! And just like that, the Sky Kings have the Golden Road open, set for them to make the one last leap. There's only one thing that can...
But in the end, they fell short, finishing as runner-up and missing out on history by the smallest margin.
They have the Brody. Mid lane, gonna be cleared up right now by Boots. He's still holding on to the bottom wave. The base! Cleared out as well. They're looking for the base. They're looking for the base. AP Bren! The Sky Kings have been taken down. The Golden Road being down. Bren!
ONIC Esports came into M5 with everything on the line. After dominating MSC and securing a three-peat in MPLID, they were just one step away from completing the Golden Road. In a tightly contested match, their perfect run came to an end, finishing as runner-up and missing the Golden Road by just one series. The closest Golden Road attempt in MLBB history ended right at the finish line. ONIC's run proved one thing: the Golden Road was possible, but it also showed how unforgiving it is. Because right after their fall, another team rose to try again. From a different region, with a different story, but the same goal. Selangor Red Giants. SRG had a strong MPL My Season 13 run, dominating regular season with consistent wins. They carried that form into playoffs, finishing as one of the top contenders in the league, becoming the champions. Selangor Red Giants entered MSC with strong momentum and quickly proved they were a serious contender. Throughout the tournament, steadily built their run, taking down strong opponents to secure a spot in the grand finals against Falcons AP Bren, the team that ended ONIC Esports' golden run on M5. In the finals, SRG delivered under pressure. In a hard-fought series, they stayed composed in crucial moments and outplayed their opponent when it mattered most. By the end of the match, SRG claimed the MSC championship, marking a major milestone in their Golden Road attempt. SRG entered MPL My Season 14, looking to continue their Golden Road run. They stayed dominant throughout the season and defeated every teams to reach the grand finals, eventually securing the championship. With the win, SRG earned their spot in M6, one step away from completing the Golden Road. SRG entered M6 with history on the line, just one tournament away from completing the Golden Road. But their journey didn't start smoothly. In the Swiss stage, SRG struggled early, dropping key matches and finding themselves on the brink of elimination. Still, they bounced back, securing crucial wins to survive and advance to the knockout stage. In their first knockout stage series, SRG fell to Fnatic ONIC PH and dropped into the lower bracket, putting them in a do-or-die path for the rest of the tournament. Even after that setback, SRG refused to go down easily. They fought through the lower bracket, pushing all the way to the lower bracket finals, just one win away from a grand final slot. But their run ended there. Facing Team Liquid ID, SRG were clean swept and eliminated, finishing on top 3, ending their Golden Road run.
The base is open. That is a wipeout. A slow death for the Red Giants. Yahezkiel, Winter Crown in the base. The Red Giants have fallen. The Liquid Stampede has shattered the Golden Road.
Just one step away from the grand finals. SRG's dream fell short at the final stages. So close, yet still unfinished. Before ONIC and SRG came close to history, there was another team that deserves an honorable mention: Blacklist International. Blacklist International rose to dominance in Season 7 with the addition of Wise and Oh My Venus, a duo that would change the way MLBB is played. They introduced a new style of gameplay built on discipline and perfect team coordination. With their UBE strategy, they dominated MLBB Season 7, establishing themselves as the best team in their region. But their Golden Road run attempt ended early at MSC 2021, where they fell short and failed to secure the title. Despite that setback, Blacklist returned even stronger in Season 8, continuing their dominance all the way to the M3 World Championship, where they were crowned world champions. In the end, they achieved almost everything that year, winning MPL Season 7, Season 8, and M3, missing only the MSC title, but still cemented their legacy as one of the most revolutionary teams in MLBB history. But after every era of dominance, another contender rises, a team that would eventually challenge the world stage and push the limits of what a championship run could look like. Team Liquid Philippines. After their defeat in MLBB Season 14, TLPH swore to come back stronger. With the addition of OHEB, they quickly became one of the most dominant teams in MLBB Season 15, climbing to the top of the standings, even defeating ONIC PH at the grand finals, the reigning M6 world champions. With that momentum, TLPH continued their dominance on MSC 2025. They dominated throughout the tournament, eventually going to the grand finals. Going up against SRG, TLPH defeated them, finally claiming their MSC trophy after their 2 failed attempts, completing major tournament trophies, and Carlsey solidifying his status as the GOAT of MLBB esports. But the journey doesn't end there. They are aiming to be the first team to achieve the Golden Road. TLPH entered MLBB Season 16 still on their Golden Road run, but struggled against Aurora Gaming throughout the season and dropped to 3rd seed in the playoffs. In the grand finals, they faced Aurora again and bounced back in dominant fashion, sweeping them 4-0 to win the championship once again, one step away from completing the Golden Road. Team Liquid Philippines entered M7 as the most anticipated team to win the tournament. With 4 championships already secured, including a SEA Games gold medal, they earned the reputation of the final boss. They started strong in the Swiss stage, but the momentum shifted when they were dropped to the lower bracket by Aurora Gaming, forcing them into the lower bracket early on in the tournament. TLPH fought their way through the lower bracket, defeating top teams like ONIC to keep their Golden Road hopes alive. But their run eventually came to an end when they faced Alter Ego, after defeating them to a closed best-of-5 series game, ending their historic journey.
The dream of the Golden Road will be just that and only that, but a dream as Alter Ego rises above it all to eliminate Team Liquid from M7.
Finishing only the top 4, falling just short of completing the Golden Road. Despite showing a solid performance for an entire year, they still failed to achieve the Golden Road. ONIC fell at the final step. SRG couldn't make it past the last stretch. TLPH couldn't close out the journey. Different teams, different eras, same outcome. The Golden Road in MLBB remains undefeated. Because no matter how dominant a team becomes, perfection for an entire year is still the hardest trophy to win. Which team do you think will complete the Golden Road?